Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa. If you're new, welcome. This is my YouTube channel. Anyways, so I've been gone for a little while. I know I keep saying that in every video, but I'm definitely going to be uploading more in 2018. There's some things that have changed in my life a little bit that's going to allow me to upload a lot more. So what I want this video to be about today is not necessarily to set goals for 2018. I'm going to make a separate video of what my resolutions are going to be. So actually, I guess you can say this is a video to help you get an idea. So one thing that I did last year, well, I mean this year, but technically last year, in 2016, probably a week before going into 2017, I wrote myself a letter. Basically, I wrote a letter to my future self. This is me writing to you, telling you what a humble person, you've become. You're driving a new car, you're financially responsible now, things like that. So I'm going to be opening that on New Year's Eve. And not everybody, I mean, if you did accomplish everything that you wanted to for the new year, then props to you. But definitely don't get discouraged if you didn't. I know I didn't accomplish every single thing that I wanted to in 2017. I definitely accomplished a couple, but not everything. And that's perfectly fine. It doesn't bother me. All it's going to do is motivate me even more to have an even better 2018 and hopefully accomplish some of those things that weren't able to be accomplished in 2017. So one cool tip for you that I would suggest doing is to write yourself a letter for your 2019 self. So write you a letter. You got a 4.0 this last year. You're driving a brand new Mercedes-Benz, for example, things like that. You want to speak it out into the universe as if it's already yours. I'm definitely, a firm believer in the law of attraction. I feel like if you speak things into the universe, you're definitely going to manifest that. So speak nothing but good, speak nothing but things that you want, and try to focus less on the things that you fear and the things that you don't want. Sometimes a lot of us worry too much about things we don't want. We're like, that's all you're going to manifest. You're going to manifest those things. And I can speak to you about this from personal experience. I was not always this positive. I was very positive around, my high school years. And then I just kind of lost myself for a little bit and kind of became a little bit more negative and, a little less grateful. But I definitely found myself again, and I'm really glad that I did that. So now I just literally just speak and think about the things that I'm grateful for, the things that I want, the things that I desire, and I speak into the universe, and I know that that's what I will manifest. So a special tip going into 2018 would definitely be to be free of any bitterness, any hate, any guilt. 20,000, did I say that right? 2018, whenever you want to start a new year, you don't want to repeat a year that's literally the same thing, consists of the same things that the previous year consisted of. Starting a fresh new year is about new experiences, growing as a person, developing memories, developing new skills, things that will literally help you for the following and the following and the following year. I feel like you have to be free of any bitterness, any guilt, forgive those who don't necessarily even ask to be forgiven. Sometimes that makes us even stronger to forgive those who are not even sorry. And sometimes that is what we have to do in order to move forward and have a healthy life and make you happier. When you're a bitter person, you're going to get nothing but bitterness. Sometimes you see people who you ask yourself and you're like, this person's so hurtful. This person is so evil. And it's just like, people like that are going through something. People that are bitter are hurting inside, and that's what I believe. I believe that, you reflect what you're going through. But if you're bitter, it's because something bitter is happening in that person's life. So if you're going to be bitter, that's all you're going to attract, and you're not going to change anything in your life. Things aren't going the way you want them to. Think about why. Why aren't they going the way that you want them to? And find ways to change that. Nobody wants to be bitter all the time. Nobody, what you are is what you attract. Nobody wants to be around somebody who's negative or always talking about their personal issues or, is a Debbie Downer. Like, people want to be around people that are happy, that are funny, that are positive. People want to be around that. You're almost somebody that people want to talk to because you uplift them as well. And that's definitely something that you want to do going into 2018. Try to be less negative. Don't be guilty of anything. Move on from anything in the past. What's in the past is in the past. 2017 is gone and over with, and 2018 is the new year for you. Being at peace is having power. You don't need clarity from anybody else if they're not willing to give it to you. And you don't need to speak to other people to move forward. Another thing is self-confidence. So a lot of people are going to come into 2018 and say, this is the year I find my man. This is the year I'm going to, get married. I don't know what else you guys are probably thinking that you're going to do. But something really important is, a lot of people, guys even, and girls talk about wanting this from this person. Practice what you preach. You reap what you sow. So, with that being said, if you're looking for certain qualities in a person, you have to make sure that you're working on yourself, or even have some of those qualities that you expect the other person to have. You can't expect perfection, even though that does not exist, when you're not even near perfection either. So I would suggest first focusing on yourself, your self-love, your self-confidence, working on yourself being a whole before you go searching for somebody. Because sometimes people are with the wrong people just because they're afraid of being lonely. Sometimes people are with people for the wrong reasons. Sometimes people are in relationships for pure social media, or because, like I said, they're afraid of being lonely. And that's not good. Successful, happy, healthy relationships. I'm not an expert, trust me, but I've learned and I understand that two people cannot be perfectly healthy together if they're not both individually a whole. You can't be with somebody expecting that person to complete you. If you need to be with somebody to complete you as a person, then that's something that you need to fix on your own before trying to date somebody. If you love yourself, if you keep yourself busy, if you focus on growing, everything else will follow. It's not as easy as it sounds to go out there looking for somebody, because in this generation, love is so misconstrued, and it makes me so sad because I'm so old-fashioned and I'm just in the wrong generation era or something. But you know what? That doesn't stop me from lowering my standards. Previous dreadful relationships do not, defer me from my standards. They do nothing but help me learn and understand. God put them in my life for me to look and understand. You can either have this kind of life, or you can learn from this and search for everything opposite and have this kind of life. And this is exactly what I take from my past, from anything negative. I got a little taste of it, and now I'm just shooting for the stars, and I'm just on another level, and I'm not looking back. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, this generation. It's easier said than done to say, I'm going to go out there and find the man of my dreams. No, honey, just relax. Or if you're a boy, you relax too. Focus on yourself. What's for you is going to come. I believe in fate. I believe that things happen for a reason. I believe things fall apart for better things to fall into place. I believe when one door closes, the next one or an even bigger one opens. You know, you have to trust your timing and trust your process. Does not mean you're going to be lonely forever. Relax. I know sometimes I feel like I'm going to be lonely forever because I'm, I don't know, 22 and still have the rest of my life ahead of me. But like one shitty person comes into your life and you're like, my God, this world is shit. It's not, I promise, guys. Whatever you feed yourself is whatever you feed your soul. Cardi B comes on, I'm like, red bottoms. Yeah, dab. Yes, yes, hey, you know? And it's just like, whoa, where did that come from? You know? And then there'll be like meditation music, and you're like calm and collected, no ratchetness whatsoever. And it's true. Whatever you feed yourself is what you feed your soul. It literally like takes you over. So I suggest you cut certain things out if you're not a fan of how it makes you feel as a person, or learn a balance. So that is a tiny example of what I'm trying to say. Do not surround yourself with people that are not inspiring to you. If there's somebody, and I'm not going to say below you as in you are worthier than other people, I'm not saying that whatsoever. What I mean is, let's say you want to be an entrepreneur. You want to be a millionaire by the time you're 30, and you're surrounding yourself with people who are lazy and don't do anything, can't keep a job. That doesn't really make sense. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to hang around people that don't inspire you or don't have any sort of similarities in what you want to do with yourself in your life. You know, those people are going to hold you back. And sometimes I want you guys to understand, going into 2018, trust your process. Trust your timing. Everybody has different timing. It doesn't mean you're not going to be successful like that other person because they're over here at age 23 and you're not there yet and you're at age 23. It doesn't mean you're not going to be happy or successful. It just means you may have a different journey. You may have different timing. As long as you're doing the right things to get to where you want to be, but you're just not there yet, then that's fine. Your life. Going into 2018, definitely cut out toxic people. Anybody who brings down your energy. You know, some of us get thrown off very easily. And unfortunately, sometimes we have to put ourselves first. We have to be a little selfish to be successful. And I mean that in the most humble way possible. It doesn't mean being mean and rude to everybody, but it definitely means if there's somebody who brings you down, if there's somebody who throws you off your game, or, you know, intentionally throws you off for no good reason, cut those people out of your life. Even though I am only 22, don't necessarily have my career yet. I mean, technically I have a career. Real estate counts. I'm sorry, that's kind of rude. It does count. But my ultimate career goal, I'm not there yet because, girl, medical school takes a while to get to and to get through. So I'm not going to talk to you guys specifically about promotions because that doesn't really relate to me. I'm going to relate to the rest of the students out there that are like me. So one thing I want to tell you guys is, if you feel a little let down because you didn't do as good as you thought you were going to do in an academic year, then I suggest, like what I'm doing, is definitely reflect and look at everything and say, you know, why didn't I get a 4.0, or why didn't I get an A in this class? Like, did I really try as much as I said I did? Is there something that I could have changed to make things any better? You know, if you feel like you did your best, just don't let it haunt you. Just understand and learn for the next quarter, the next semester, the next year. You know, don't let yourself down and let that throw you off. You know, being a pre-med student is very stressful sometimes, and you find yourself competing and comparing yourself to a lot of other students because they make it seem so crazy. Like, getting into medical school, you need like this high GPA, you need research, you need volunteer experience, you need to be in a hospital setting, like you need to shadow a doctor, you need to do this, you need all kinds of things while trying to be sane and have communication skills and be, you know, sympathetic. So it's like, sometimes you're gonna slip. I know I am, and I know I have, because I'm not a robot. And I know that medical schools will understand that I'm not a robot. And I feel like medical schools kind of want people to understand that they don't have to be like robots. We're all different. We all have something different to offer. Or, you know, I believe in diversity in medicine. I believe in diversity in anything. We all think differently, and I feel like all of our different opinions and way of thinking, if we all united, can solve many different things and even, you know, shape this world in a better way. And that has helped me understand to not compare myself to other students. And, you know, I've gotten to places that have surprised people, and I'm not done yet. Just watch me. Ooh. Stay strong, reflect, go to tutoring, definitely plan, definitely be organized. I'm going to be posting more videos on my new 2018 planner and how I'm going to be organizing my time, managing assignments, extracurricular activities, etc. So stay tuned for that. 2018 for me is definitely going to be nothing but growth and happiness. And, you know, whatever else wants to follow, go ahead. But those are my priorities. Another goal of mine is to get my eyebrows threaded because they're so hairy right now. Look at them. They're like caterpillars. So I think that I covered everything that I wanted to cover in today's video. If you're new, thank you for watching. And my name is Lisa. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time. Bye, guys. I'll see you in the new year.